doing another suggested run. This time, the Thirst for Blood, it was the runner-up compared to the use all the boss weapons against their own owners, their original owners. Based entirely around just doing tons and tons of... Actually, this is probably the better idea. Based around just doing tons and tons of bleed damage on everything, having the bloodthirsty modifier on here, dictator outfit, monster thing. This is a very complete run. I was pretty impressed with the amount of stuff that people had going on here. Although I am going to be taking Adrenaline and Frenzy eventually, which is a weird go. I'm going to be getting a lot of healing just from the whole bloodthirsty thing, period. And this is entirely unnecessary. What sort of run? It's another one of the suggested runs. I'm doing the runner-up comparatively to the boss run that I did recently. Entirely based around blood. It's just going to be the most sanguine run you see for quite a while. And brutality... I think I'm going to eventually want to build brutality, but for right now I'm using survival just because of the particular items that I'm getting right now. something enjoyable that distracts me from my overload of first week essays. Oh boy, man, I can relate to that. As somebody who is almost doing... Oh, wow, okay, well, forget about hemorrhage. I gotta... Papa's got a brand new bag. Anyway, now this does still mean that I need to go fight something very soon, considering the rules of... I am dying. The rules of the road. Okay, there we go. Bloodthirst. Bloodthirst has been sated, but only for a brief section. Bloody good show. Now that sort of punnery I can appreciate. You really, with Bloodthirsty going on, you really got to be quick. It's not too bad when it comes to like 5-cell mode, but the lower cell mode, since this is only 3, after all, God, this might be difficult enough just on its own. I can appreciate not... Oh, God, I'm already taking more damage. I can appreciate the fact they didn't ask for this to be on 5 cells. That it's like I can use that sort of clemency. No, that's not the word. Less harshness. Oh yeah, guts, because it's on monster. It's on monster diet. That's what they wanted, and I think that's a pretty good one if you're going to be going full-on bloodthirsty. Same with like the dictator outfit, which of course I still look at this and I immediately think, well, the dictator, Vega, no, that's the weeb name. Just grab it and go. M. Bison. Okay, the invincibility barrier there was actually pretty useful. Let's go. Well, this game's changed a lot since I last checked it out almost a year ago. Hey! Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff here. If you're looking for, like, some real highlights, the kind of free DLC that came out, Rise of the Giant, included a 5-boss cell mode with its own new final boss and new area, as well as the Cavern and the Giant. Another couple new characters appearing here. So if you want to kind of get acclimated to that, check it out. Highly recommended. As of today, we defeat the final boss of the game for the first time, and I'm going to usurp the spoiler skin. Ooh, have fun with that. I love that spoiler skin, but I try so hard to... Oh, wait, what were the... I try so hard not to use it too much because it's very... Of course. Because it's very spoilery. Open wounds. I mean, what else would you be choosing? Although I don't even really need that with the whole victims release Toxic Cloud. That is one of the most ideal things that you can get for the Save Stiletto possible. I tried the Plague preset in custom mode. That is horrible. I mean, it's barely one step away from just doing a single hit death. Permacursed. I am surprised that nobody suggested that one yet, but... By the way, I am still taking suggestions. That suggestion thread is still effective. This was the runner-up there, and I'm going to be doing... Oh god, what is it going to be? A use what you see run next? Ugh. I've just been kind of lazing about with it due to the fact that I just wanted to clear Hyper Light Drifter out of the way, and Probably within this time of this stream, the final episode for Gungeon will be out. It's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. If you've been following the Gungeon series, I think you'll be pretty satisfied with that conclusion. I did forget to do the robots past, though. Whoops, my bad. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Okay, just keep on rolling, baby. I need everything that I can possibly get for kills just to make sure the bloodlust does not take me down, as it has done for so many other people in the course of their lives. Hey, William. Welcome to what is actually kind of a pretty stressful run so far. I mean, I'm dealing with it, but it's still rough. Give me you. Only beat 5 cells for the first time last week. Now I do need to do one more. Yeah, Ezreal was just here talking about how he's going for the boiler thing. And it's like, yep, it's a rough one, but it's one of the better things of that sort in the game. Any tips for 2-cell mode? Yeah, you know, I think that as of late, I've been suggesting a lot of... Ooh, please. I do need a lot of healing right now. I've been suggesting a lot of double boomerang run. Double boomerang survival. Giant's Fist, I think, is very effective at taking out a lot of enemies. There's some good stuff you can do. Ultimately, a lot of it is just highly dependent on getting some good forge upgrades, especially for 2-cell mode. That's when it really starts making the difference. And keep at it, I suppose. Go for as many cursed chests and legendary stuff as possible. You won't regret it. Okay, okay. The bloodlust is just... It's getting to me here. To no surprise, but that's the entire point of the run. I got monster food on, for God's sake, and that is just... Isn't that just exactly what this is all about? Well, bloodlust is pretty stressful. I'm keeping on top of it for now. And it's one of those things that I won't have to worry about getting a ton of health later on. You know, even if I get hit for a ton. But that's not the problem. The problem is when, you know, you are not encountering any enemies, and then suddenly you're just finding yourself slowly getting consumed by your lack of blood. The vampirism is strong in me this run, and it's not going to be abated anytime soon. Ooh, boy, just completely. How long do we have to call 5-cell spoiler area 5-cell spoiler area? God, I don't know. That is one of those questions that I keep thinking. It's like, has it been long enough? I mean, I still don't even show the hand of the king in thumbnails just out of fear that people are going to be like, hey, I didn't want to know what the final boss was. So maybe it's just like, for me, forever. But for everybody else, go ahead. I'm not gonna begrudge you for it. This is my own neuroticism. You know how it goes with me. So I'm going to the depths, then the ossuary, and then... What is it? Still Village and Clock Tower. So hey, we're gonna see Clock Tower for the first time in a while. Hey, Sepulchre's just so many more stats and the curse chests and everything. You know how it goes, and you know how lovely it can be. It's good for a run. Ooh. Come on, I might be able to get the 60 kills here, and I would not be opposed to that. I'm gonna try for it if I possibly can. And it looks like I might have to go back up here to try to kill some more fools. At least Clock Tower doesn't have arbiters anymore. Oh, it's not like the Clock Tower's bad or anything. It's really just that it's not as good. The choice is clear between the two just because of how much more statage you get, and that's so important to me. Okay, it's one more. That's all I need. And there's no enemies around here, and I'm really rapidly losing health. Ew. By the way, found a strange property with Owl of War. Apparently, if you take 2 of those, they're on the same level. They will replace one another. If they're different, they will coexist. I think that's one of those things where they were having problems with people being able to take out 2 owls at the same time, and that might be a result of the fix that eventually came about for that. Just go. Ooh, that is rough. Doc, hurt me more, Snake. Again, if you have been following along with the ooh, okay. If you've been following along with the Gungeon series, I think you'll enjoy the final episode of it. Nothing else new here, but hey, maybe going through the clock tower, I'll be able to get something good. And I do remember it's Frenzy and Adrenaline, which is just very redundant with everything that I've already been using. Not that I'm going to complain. I think that the heart, if I was going to, I mean, obviously I'm going by the letter of the law. I'm not deviating from what the person said, and they gave some very clear instructions on how to do this run right. I'll do this run up right. But if I was going to have a different... Please stop doing that. I am trying to coexist here, and you are making it quite difficult for one such as myself. Okay. Yeah, Bloodlust, like I said. Even if you lose a lot of health, you can regain a lot of health at the same time. The heart. I just want the heart so that I know that even if things are going very poorly, I can still have a little bit of an out. God, yeah, the stress here is kind of intense. Do I get healing back? No, but I don't lose any more health when I'm fighting those guys. Trash enemies. And just keep slam-a-jamming them with all of the damage I possibly can. Yep. This is weird. This is a very strange thing. Bleed propagation would also be very good, and I have a good chance of getting that just kind of as a numbers game alone. Okay, there we go. Whew, they don't want to coexist, they want to speen. You know, speen would actually be pretty good for this sort of run, too. And you could kind of justify it as being a... I don't need that yet, but I will probably take it eventually. You could justify that as being, you know, bleeding because phlebotomy and... not even just that, but, like, also... This I actually want. If I get open wounds, and I do have open wounds, obviously, that is just one of the most obvious parts of the run. If you're going to be taking all of this other stuff, why would you not take that? And rough, but fair. Ooh, that buff they're getting is just is not doing me too good. Huh, you know, I'm gonna take this for right now. They didn't say anything about don't take legendaries, did they? Diet Monster, Dictator outfit. I don't see anything in the thirst for blood description that says you can't take legendary weapons. So, as far as I'm concerned, that is perfectly acceptable. Please hurry up, hurry up. This is a Bloodlust modifier. It's one of the things that if you are on like a stream or something like that, you can have that turned on for the streamer, but you can also turn it on in custom mode too. You continuously take life until you attack enemies, and then attacking enemies as you regain life, but you gotta be real on top of it. Like none other. It's making it double extra stressful for a game that I have described as the most stressful game in video games. Okay, really gotta hurry up here. Oh, you're killing me here, Smalls. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm surviving slowly but surely. And come on. Oh, a lot of health regained, a lot of health lost. It's no surprise, but that's just the name of this run. Now, get down here. Oh, God, that was incredibly close, but also did work out in my favor, so how angry can I get? This is enough time to use this, yeah. I need a potion charge, and I might be able to afford another one soon enough, but not soon enough. The only hit point that matters is the last one. Ain't that for true? Let's just go. You ever heard of a game called Akane? It's a very simple but very fun game. I mean, as of right now, I'm just, you know, fully embracing the whole, whatever people vote for, I'm going to be doing. Please don't vote for Necrodancer. I don't want to play Necrodancer. I hate Necrodancer so much. I hate it so much. Why are you making me play it? So anyway, back to the run. The only thing left is to get Frenzy, and we should be good. And I know I could have probably done a little bit more in... the depths there, but it's like, this is not the time. Boy howdy, this is not the time. Anyway, go vote for Momodora. Please don't make me play Necrodancer. It's not only playing the game, but an invisible death clock. I would say it's very visible when you look at the, the health. Just keep on rolling, baby. And there. I mean, open wounds, I don't really need to, like, throw this on here to get that damage, but it is just extra bleeding on top of everything else. Oh, yeah, you can't bleed those guys, and that's going to be obnoxious. Yeah, vote for Honeypuff. Go for it. It will have to be hosted on Pornhub, but I don't care. At least I won't have to play Necrodancer. I was going to buy Katana Zero, but I'm lacking, like, 60 cents because of tax. Oh, that sucks. I would have liked to have played Katana Zero, but instead I had to play Hyper Light Drifter. Really too bad. I'm going to do everything people say. That doesn't mean that I don't have to. That doesn't mean that I can't complain about it. And let's go. Go up here. There. There. And there. Okay. Jump is mid-air. Gold as well as a cell. I mean, I do think I am going to eventually want to, like, get as much money as possible just to make sure that I can... something, whatever. Oh, yeah, I saw Minoria. It looked pretty good, which is why I was sort of surprised that I saw Momodora, but I have never actually played Momodora either, so I would be totally cool with that. I mean, it's like Honeypop or Momodora. Either way, you're getting them big ol' anime titties, so I don't think anybody would be disappointed either way. I kind of like to go get, like, some... Whew. Like, first off, give me 1 second. I need just the shortest of breaks. I don't know what I was saying. I've forgotten entirely. Momodora is also great, but sadly a little short. Ah, that's fine. I think short's okay, as long as it's a good experience regardless. Okay, be very careful. Okay, I didn't actually think of this, but I'm pretty sure Bloodthirsty is not going to kill. Right? That would be... Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Besides, darkness damage as it is already doesn't... A little bit close there. Cutting it a little close. Cutting it a little close, but it's effective nonetheless. And... Oh! I hit it with the big blast and it didn't do. Okay. But I mean, we kind of knew that this was going to be coming here. This is just the sort of run where you just gotta keep on it. And I'm gonna pop it down 2 boss cells. People said, I mean, the suggester, who I suppose I should probably give a shout out right now, did say 2 or 3. Had to melee that shocker. I was really hoping that just the pure blast from the knives would do it. This is Tinker. Tinker suggested this run, by the way. And yeah, it is a super hard run. Let's try to use a little bit of the survival type of build instead. This does have that sort of styling to it as well. Like I said, they said 2 or 3 boss cell, and it's quite the run, but it's like, it's not entirely surprising that I would be running into this sort of difficulty regardless. It's just rough. You know it's rough from the very beginning when you literally can't keep moving or die. It's like speed, if speed was a blood bus, which is not a real thing, but I think that you can understand the comparison nonetheless. What's that skin? It's the Dictator skin. Looks like what is it called? The M. Bison from Street Fighter. I don't remember where you get it, but it's kind of a fun one. It just has a really freaky flesh-colored limbs, which is not something you expect out of Dead Cells, man. And I don't think you should. All right. Okay. I guess I'll go grab the Knife Storm regardless. If I can't get something good going on here. Interesting to see how survival works, but I definitely think Brutality as the rushing color. I mean, they did said to use like the Bloodthirsty shield and the Bloodthirsty shield and the secondary. The hemorrhage is what I was trying to think of. And I don't think it's going to work too well because, unfortunately, all of the mutations are based around Brutality and Melee. So that's not going to be great, but I got to adhere to this run as much as possible. And there. Ooh. Get it from killing the big dudes in the clock tower. The clock tower? Or I don't know. Anyway, just continue on here. Dead Cells gets a bleed-focused claw weapon in the future. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Is there Bloodthirst when killing bosses? I believe so, but you don't take damage as long as you are still continuously hitting the enemy. And that is just good. Good for me. So yes, as part of the run, I do still need to take Brutality-focused stuff, which is too bad, but I'll deal with it nonetheless. I think the real plan is going to be to try to get a bunch of colorless items. There's a lot of colorless items to get. Getting it in the clock tower would be a reason. Never see it. Yeah, fair enough. I know, but do you blame me here? Clock tower it's just not as good as the Sepulcher. Sepulcher also has a lot of very easy enemies in there too. What is your favorite melee weapon so far? I don't know. That's hard to say. There's so many of them, and I just kind of will take whatever is required for the run that I'm doing. Be whatever that may. But I think that of the melee weapons that I've been using a lot lately, Giant Killer has been really effective. So I don't know if that's quite my favorite, but it is definitely the one that's getting the most play out of me in a lot of ways. Oh, there. Just blast them with all kinds of knives. Well, this is working a lot easier when you're on 2-cell mode, I'll say that. Youch. Been enjoying the Enter the Gungeon series. Watched part 5 when you said you had a bad Dead Cells run, and I tune in to see you die. Yeah. I mean, the bad Dead Cells run I had at that point in time was the one where I got just completely bodied in the Speen episode that would have otherwise been a definite win. Like, unquestionably so. It was so good otherwise. And then I just choked, and it was over. It is made private, not even listed. Why didn't you make the pass stream available? Well, the pass stream is available. It's in the, it's unlisted, but it's in the Gungeon thing. Listing. It's in the Gungeon playlist. I didn't think it was a very good run, but hey, it's still there. Okay, keep on rolling. I'm starting to really lose some health, and oh, I see that there. Okay, all right, and let's at least make sure that I get everything here. I'm at the Dead Cells stream. Oh yeah, no, that one was bad. I can't put up that one. We just spend most of the time. It was basically just a podcast between me and that guy that sometimes appears on my Dead Cells stuff. I'm thinking about this right now, but I can't actually do the challenge rift just because, well, I would die. and that's no good, as Sonic would say. Oh well, just not gonna worry too much about it. In the meantime, let's just kind of focus on not dying for right now. A Powo'd cast? No. The only specialty podcasts that I do are ones related to urine. After all, as we know, for any people that have been there for the piss streams in the past. That's what they're called, unfortunately. Look, I didn't name them. I just did them for reasons even unknown to myself. There were several. Okay, keep on going. Keep on going. Should be okay right now. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, nothing is survival scaling, so why even bother? We starved for your gameplay, but the gameplay was bad. I just died in like the ossuary 3 times. Passed 3 jewels on the ground. No, I didn't. That's a bald-faced lie. I would see them. At least open wounds is bleeding when you stomp on them, which I guess is okay, but I don't know. Not really what I'm looking for. Oh, 3 jewels on the ground. Oh, man, my head is already cotton. Certainly, I need to go get those then. Need to add to the mass of my head by blowing fat clouds of cotton. All right. Great. Happy to see that. And yeah, come on, like 3 more enemies. I can deal with this pretty quickly, right? And come on. Just like so little left. There we go. Let's go. Oh, you got a rainbow chest? Yeah, I sure did. That was... Okay, here's the thing. On a different Paradox run, I got a glitch chest, and I did successfully do it. It's just... I then lost on that run, so I didn't include it. But the one that the Paradox run where I did a bunch of stuff, I did manage to get a rainbow chest. It was pretty good. What was the movie you said you didn't see during the Gungeon? John Wick? I don't know. I never got either. To be fair, I have played the game like a lot. I just got... Oh, by the way, if you are... I just want to point out right now, if you're upset at my incredible luck in Gungeon, wait until the second half of the episode. You're gonna be real mad about that. Oh, it's a good time. Whoa. Oh, the luck in that final episode was of legend. I'm so happy that it was like that too. It's like you can't make that sort of thing up. So having like the actual proof was amazing. Consider playing Axiom Verge on stream? I mean, if you vote for it on the thing, sure. 176 never had a rainbow chest. Did you have a glitch chest at least? Because those are pretty fun, especially if you manage to... it's too bad. I should have actually included the footage of me doing the glitch chest, because I did do it successfully and everything. Yeah. You played RNGesus or Lucifer? I mean, considering the amount of maybe cursed artifacts that I managed to get in any game that I seem to play. Actually, speaking of which, I was looking at some people playing the... I had this suggested before to me, but then I looked at some people playing the demo for it. You want to see Blasphemy? I'm kind of thinking about doing Blasphemy. I looked at that game and I'm like, this looks like a good game. You avoid my review of Candide? Yes. It's here's the thing. You might think that sounds like a very dour sort of book. But it's actually just a really light... like, Voltaire wrote it in, 3 days or something, and it was just a response to a dumb fad philosophy. It's a lot stupider than it sounds, ultimately. And, yeah, there we go. I knew it, heathen. I mean, the other thing is that you should go watch Persona 5. I do a lot of proselytizing in favor of Christianity in that one, at least in the last couple episodes, because I completely turned my view around on the redemption and absolution of some of the villainous characters. Can I get a meta build recommendation? Oh, he's taking way too much damage. I can't do nothing. Hey, it's impossible. Oh no! I'm going full on Brooklynite. I don't even know what's going on here. It's crazy. Please stop. Ah, I hate it. Yeah. I'm surprised that I'm alive. Yeah, get out of here before I start taking more damage. Being in the shop, at least I don't take just stuff. Michael's secret stuff. Hi. Just go. Wow, what a time that was. But I managed it okay, and there's a good item on top of all of it. Oh, hey, I'm bloodlusting you. Thank you. Oh, actually, I do want the 75% damage reduction. I think it's going to be a little bit more. I'll take a victory drink. Give me 1 second here. Ah, that's good. Thank you. Team Foregone. It's an upcoming game that looks a fair bit similar to Dead Cells. I'll probably check it out when the time comes a little bit nearer. Because that does, I mean, I'm down with playing something Dead Cells inspired and all that. Why not? I mean, of your flask, but that works. Hey, it both works. I can do both. I am not so beverage poor that I can't take beverages both in real life and in the game, where you die if you die, or drink beverages. Keep forgetting that enemies don't actually teleport to you. That's the hard thing about going back to lower cell difficulties after being on the higher ones for so long. Okay. And just as I said, you did it. I know, that's the magic of weird delay. It's like, you can tell me to do it, but I'm already doing it. And yeah, now that I have a good version of hemorrhage, I'm doing a lot more damage, which is always pretty good. Stay hydrated or inebriated. Well, you don't need to know which one is which. That's not relevant to the conversation at hand. Yeah, just getting a lot of... The plan was, there's a lot of brutality scaling stuff, but as long as I am on top of getting legendary items and the like, I should be able to get whatever is required of me. Have you tried Master Spark? Or Mana Spark? Master Spark, of course, would be a Toho game, I guess, but that's neither here nor there. And one more there. Okay, no, I haven't actually heard of that even, so couldn't really tell you. Give yourself a plus 300% weapon in custom mode. You know, that would make a lot of sense now, wouldn't it? Yeah, almost got me, but you didn't. Let's keep on rolling, baby. Anyway, just one more reminder. Please don't make me play... Please don't make me play Crypt of the Necrodancer. I beg of you. The poll is still going on. Just vote for Momodora or Hunipop or whatever. Or Dead Cells. I'll start up a new save file. And probably only do a single run in it, but you know. That's good too. Where's the poll? It's on the community tab on YouTube. You know, you've probably seen it around if you've been watching a lot of the stuff I've been doing lately. Ah. If the Necrodancer still ends up winning, you can just do grindy arcade mode because you technically already started it. Plus, you can start a new poll because by that time it would be old. I said I was going to do 2 of whatever people chose, and I already did Hyper Light Drifter, as you do. But, oh boy. Nobody voted for my Transistor where you have to rank all the Tuhu girls while playing. I know, right? I mean, as we all know, Medicine Melancholy is the worst, followed by Rumia, followed by the Tsukumogami from... Was that Double Dealing Character? I don't remember. Those are the worst ones. Alice. Alice is pretty bad. I don't like Alice. What is your stance on horror games? Oh, I mean, it just, you know, whatever. Hey, I'll play it. I can enjoy a good horror game. It's just, I am just such a jaded person that I wouldn't really get too into it. I think. It would just be kind of a matter-of-fact type of playthrough. You're not going to get the big O-face type of thing that a lot of other streamers or YouTube people will do. I'll suggest a transistor and wait for it as long as I know it's in your library. Yeah, I was originally going to do that after the original playthrough of Hollow Knight. Ended up not happening. Mostly because I just, I mean, it's there, though. You're ready to go. The Lurking Horror. Is that the one that's like a text game? Text adventure? That'd be an interesting one to play. I've played text adventures before. I'd do it. I mean, I'm still committed to whatever people are going to choose, even if it's something like Crypt of the Necrodancer, which I do not want to play. I just want to make that absolutely clear. If you want to choose like a horror game, Man of Medan kind of looks vaguely interesting. I don't think it looks a little, I don't know if it looks like something I'm that interested in, but hey, I trust the Until Dawn dudes to do something at least entertaining. Katana Zero, you missed your chance and you got Hyper Light Drifter a second time. Are you always poisoned? This is Bloodlust, baby. Thirst for blood as, what was the guy's name again? Trinket, I believe? Tinker. As Tinker specified, this is another one of the suggested runs that we got going on here. So it's just hell in a cell right now. But I am slowly making my way through. Making my way downtown, walking fast, cars are passing, I'm homebound. Well, that was weird. And keep on going. FNAF, Layers of Fear? FNAF would be interesting, because I talked about before how that is a game that I know a lot about, but I'm not really all that into the gameplay. But it would still be a really interesting sort of a conversation piece as a game more than anything else. I'd be down. Sure. As long as it's not FNAF VR. Please, that game looks like it would kill me if I played it. How do you find a food shop in the spoiler area? Is it not guaranteed? No, it's so very random if you actually get that or not. And it's so helpful when you do, but you can't rely on it. I mean, it's welcome if you see it, but you just don't know. You can't know. Oh, it's weird. But yeah, oh no! This is bad. I went the wrong direction. Well, just down it right now. There's not too much else I can do here. Meant to go upwards, I suppose. We consider it to be spoiler area for all of eternity. Yeah, I had somebody asking me about that recently. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just going to consider it spoilers forever. Just to be mindful of everybody else who doesn't want to be spoiled on stuff. Why not? Why not? Keep on smacking them, baby. Cheers. Yeah. And I mean, with a lot of sort of stuff related to spoilers, I feel like it's better to be safe than sorry, unless you're making me play a series a second time, and then I'll spoil it as much as I want. By the way, come back next week when I play through Death's Gambit again, and I talk about, I don't know, Doctor Who one more time. That was a fun conversation that I had with myself. Have all of my musings on why I thought Stagecoach is one of the best movies of all time. Also, good luck with the final boss. FNAF would be nice. Besides, I've cut through all 3 books in a matter of 4 days. I can't imagine that something like that is a real heavy read. It's a... yeah, sure, poison, extra damage. Why not? They're just supposed to be, like, tie-in novels, so nothing really special as far as the difficulty of read goes. You know what I'm saying. I love Death's Gambit playthrough. I mean, Death's Gambit comparatively, Death's Gambit comparatively would have more stuff to do. I was still considering doing a contractless playthrough of it, and they are going to have a DLC soon. But it's still like, I did play through that game like 3 times during the course of that series as well. Maybe choose something that's not Blood Knight and actually learn how to play the game. Please give me some form of enemy. I'm like in the desert right now. And that's something. Oh. I don't think that's going to work with this particular setup, but we'll see. Keep going. Keep going. As always, there's also Persona 5, which is going to be probably having a new episode pretty soon. As usual, since I'm much better at getting those out these days. There. Please stop doing that. Not tanking his way through everything? I mean, if there was a run to be tanking my way through everything, it would be one where I constantly gain back health from attacking enemies. Well, I guess I'm going to take a thing. You can die from Bloodlust? I'm pretty sure you can die from Bloodlust, so I'm not going to be messing around with that too much. I hate this. Oh well, at least I'm getting a lot of good heals. Only so many of them, but they're good. Try it. Yeah, when I'm getting sick of doing the episode, we'll try it. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I don't know if this one's going to be successful, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's been a rough go-ahead of things. Would you rather get rid of Wall Run, Spider Rune, probably our favorite weapon? No, I'm keeping Wall Run. The Spider Rune is just too good. Spider Rune is one of my favorite additions to the game since, like, the game has existed. It is so good and so helpful in many, many circumstances. And also circumstance singular, I guess. Okay. Get 14k health, and you get more than 2 minutes to live. I mean, even then, that's still enough that I would probably die sooner than I could just relieve my pain. Get the spider room without going through the sewers, by the way. Can you? How would you do that? I don't know how you do that, actually. Just go. Just go. Ooh. Hola, Doc. Todo bien? ¿De dónde sos? I don't know. Do not know Spanish. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I tried to. You say that. Do it for science? No! No! Oh, wait, what was that other thing that somebody said? It's not a difficult read, but yeah, it was quite a refreshing experience for me to chop through 1.5k pages. Now back to Montesquieu's Spirit of the Law. Oh. Hi, Doc. Everything all right? Where are you from? Okay, enough of that. And come on. Good damage, but I do... Punch me so I can get all my ammo back, please. There. And yeah, I'm at least rallying back everything. Okay. What you're from? Now, you all know I'm from the Midwest, America land. The land of America. Where we eat freedom for breakfast and dinner and second breakfast, third dinner. Okay, good. Ugh, America. You knew that. Don't even try to front on me. And whatever, I'm not even going to bother selling that because I just got to get out of here. Ooh, I tested it. You have to unlock 3 boss cells. I'm hoping that RNG decides it'll spawn a door to Conjunctivius on the ramparts in an accessible place. And just need some good runs. Oh, yeah, I guess you would need to do that. Like that. Huh. I don't know if that's feasible in any way, but it is possible. It is possible. Is Bomberman 64 your favorite Bomberman game? Yes. Absolutely. What outfit is that, and how do you get it? This is the Dictator outfit, and you get it by something in the clock tower, I was told. I do not remember myself, since I think it was one that I just kind of lucked into and never thought too much about. Please stop hitting me. Yeah. Come on. Just keep on rolling, baby. Keep on rolling. I mean, I said in the Hyper Light Drifter thing, yeah, exactly why that was my favorite of the Bomberman. It just combined the classic action game with like an actual puzzle type of game. You know, in a really inventive puzzle way. I think it was pretty good. And it's something that Hudson never got the chance to revisit, especially because they are super dead right now. But also, they just have a weird way of developing that series that I can't really put my hand on. Can't really put my finger on exactly how it works. One step forward and two steps back is kind of how I described it, and I guess that's going to be the best way to say it, but it would have been nice if they committed a bit more to what they put forth in OG Bomberman 64. Also, Bomberman Hero, if you're wondering, has a baller soundtrack. I had that game too. I beat it 100%, including the evil bomber and everything. Not as good. I actually probably would prefer Bomberman Second Attack over Hero. Baller soundtrack though. I'll admit that, but it's just great introduction to RNG or R&B. If you've never heard it before. Entire clock tower is reference to Castlevania clock tower levels. Yep, sure is. I'd say that's a pretty obvious one. Been in the game since the very beginning. Stage 6 in the OG Castlevania was the clock tower, in case you were wondering. RNG is an entirely different type of music. That's like, what, glitch hop, I guess? Which is, it's something. It's something. No Medusa heads, though. Yeah, and I am thankful. Well, let's be honest here. Motion Twin did their own, more annoying versions of Medusa heads in some way, didn't they? With some of the irritating enemies that have been introduced. Okay, all right. And one more. Let's go. How did you first get into Dead Cells? I mean, obviously, you know, I've been playing video games forever, so I've been, and indie games I played more than just about anything else because they're cheaper to buy in general. And they don't require getting a console, but just the bad PC, which I definitely had at the time. And then I saw Vinny from Vinesauce playing the game and being very bad at it. So I'm like, hey, this looks like a really cool game. And since at that point in time, I had kind of utterly failed in my attempt to get my stream off the ground, doing the whole original Persona 5 pitch that I wanted to do, I thought, you know, if there's dudes out there like Northern Lion that are able to support a channel just on Isaac alone, or at least, you know, just single games, why not Dead Cells? This game looks great. Even in early, there's a lot of ways for it to go, provided that Motion Twin's going to continue supporting it. Being that it was still in early access at that point in time, and that was like the 1.0 version. That was even before the Elemental update. So I just thought, and besides, there are also people who have supported channels entirely playing Dark Souls, and this game is very much wants to be Dark Souls. It was in the original pitch in a lot of ways. So I thought, let's just do everything like how Lobos Jr. at the time was doing it, or Distortion 2, and just do a bunch of like single weapon runs after I did just the regular series. And that's how I eventually had the whole channel happen in that way, basically. Supporting yourself. I do also have a full-time job. Don't think that I'm just, you know. I'm doing it entire. I can't afford that valet that took away that bottle of Hennessy in the previous episode on merely a YouTuber's salary. That would be ridiculous. Now, the valet is a cat. because it is just a YouTube content creator salary being buffed out with a full-time job, but still. But Felix is a very good valet, even though he can't, you know, do all of the stuff that he needs to with the normal human hands with his little tiny cat paws. But that's a point in life where I'm at right now. It's pretty nice. What kind of music do you like? To be honest, a lot of the music I listen to is more out of like a cultural enrichment, I guess. So I'll like listen to pretty much whatever just to get that experience, I suppose. It is a weird thing that makes me sound like a pretentious asshole, but I am. So there we go. Ah, yes, soul darks. Yes. The dark of the soul. Your Dark Soul runs in made channel, though. Yeah, well, that's not the point. the Dead Cells runs did. The point was not that I was just going to do the Dark Souls run. People were already doing Dark Souls. Nobody was doing Dead Cells at the time. I mean, people were doing Dead Cells, but they weren't doing it as a major focus of a channel. So I was just like, hey, this game looks like one that I could play for literally thousands of hours, which has borne out over time, and nobody else is doing it. I'm going to slot right into that niche. Listening to music because it's what people expect you to hear. I know the feeling. What? No, it's more along the lines of, like, there's so much good media out there that I want to experience it all. Like that sort of thing. Best build for the electric shield and one for the sonic crossbow. Electric shield, I don't know. Just get like a giant killer. You'll be totally fine. Sonic crossbow, any sort of... If you want to go like Ripper and maybe grab a... any one of the daggers, which now scale with tactics. Any turrets are usually... Don't forget about the new enemies in here. They are sticky wickets of fellows to fight sometimes. And... there. And let's just blow this so that I can start to get a little bit of healing down, because I'm getting a little bit low right now, and I'm also getting hit over and over. Doc, I personally believe you put Dead Cells on the map. Oh, no way. Motion Twin made such a solid game. It's like it was going to be successful, as long as they just kept updating it. But it's like, if I helped in any small way, I can feel proud of that. This game really does deserve it. It is really one of the best indie games that's come out for a while. It's like this and Slay the Spire have been just amazing. The only thing is that while Slay the Spire could also probably make fortunes, Dead Cells had a harder time just because it's so difficult. I really want to see more people who are into the scene and, you know, kind of doing the same sort of thing with this game. Whether it's like challenge runs or, you know, big expansive series about it. But I also know that, ouch, I also know that ultimately Dead Cells is a really, really difficult game to play. Especially for a really extended period of time. Most people only scratch the surface, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a lot of episodes on it as well, because there's a lot of stuff going on in this game that if you're just watching a big time streamer who's only going to be playing it for a little bit, you're not going to get to see. It's just too bad that it's the hardcoreness of the game is one of its great benefits. It's also one of the things that makes it so unapproachable in a lot of ways, which is too bad. But hey, you looking to have some gamer cred? Look no further than being good at Dead Cells, let me tell you. Okay. Just keep on rolling, baby. Ready for this. I mean, I do think that, like, back in the day when there were no cell difficulties, it was a lot easier of a, well, cell. But these days, it's like, if you want to even see 5 cell difficulty, you better, you know, roll up your sleeves and be prepared to get deep in there. Or you're going to be watching, like, my stuff. You know. It's like that's, you know, one of those things that, hey, I feel proud of that, but it's also like, I'm sad that more people can't experience this. I had that same sort of feeling at the time where I was like, I hope that the 5-cell content does make it to lower cell difficulties just so people can actually do it. Because it's so rough otherwise. Crazy. What is the assassin's weapon? Light speed dash. Light speed dash. It is the dash she does. And it's brutality and tactics scaling, I believe. So it's definitely something to check out in the future. Throw that down as a recommended run if you feel like it. I think it would slot well into there. By the way, if you're looking for the skeleton outfit on higher cell difficulties, this is the only place where undead archers appear. It's kind of a PSA since I know I've had people ask me about that before. Oh, you don't actually... Yeah, I guess they're automatons. They don't get bled. One more. There we go. You ever get bored with dead cells? I mean, yeah, of course, sometimes, but... That was weird. I mean, yeah, it's like, sometimes I'm just kind of like, I don't feel like doing some dead cells today. But that's also why I take a lot of breaks and, you know, really get refreshed. And besides, it's like I can never really be truly bored with dead cells just because there is such a big community component to it as well. Even if I'm not all that interested in doing a regular run, just kind of like throwing on a stream and talking with people is as fun as playing the game itself in a lot of ways. Which sounds sappy and like I'm trying to suck up to you, and I am. I hope it worked. That was close. The automatons are pretty rough. And I'm gonna need to just heal here. This is let's go. Any management games like Factorio? No, I haven't really played anything like Factorio before. If you want to vote for it at some point in time, I would not be opposed to playing it though. Wouldn't put too much stock into being robots. Casters, golems, and skeletons all bleed. I don't know if casters and golems... I mean, golems, I guess, are sort of robot... fair enough. Maybe they just bleed oil. But, yeah. Okay, you know what? You've convinced me otherwise. Congratulations. Let's go up and get some of the stats here and see if I can't... God, it is such a... This Bloodthirsty, it really is quite difficult to deal with, isn't it? You do not get a moment's rest in these runs. Also, I should probably try getting some parries here at some point in time. I think that would really help out the whole damage factor. But I'm failing at every point in time. Trying to do that. 2 bleed. 2 bleed and 9 sanguine. Anyway. Maybe like a little bit more powerful version of it? Sure, why not? Wow, I feel so related to. Do you have a Patreon that I can throw all of my non-existent money at you? God, if only. Why can't I make more money doing this? Then I wouldn't have to... I don't know what I'm saying. And I mean, if all it took was sucking up, I'm not too proud to do that. And... Come on. Blood-related run? Yep, this is, what is it? Thirst for Blood by Tinker. Suggested it in the poll that I put up, so... I'm trying to get her done today. It is quite difficult. Bloodthirsty as a modifier is rough. And also, stuff like that happening, additionally pretty rough. I don't like it. Let's just book her on out of here. Like, no, I don't have the thing yet, do I? Well, dang. What did I miss? A bad run and this one, which is going okay? It's going mostly all right. What game will you be playing next? I hope it's not Necrodancer, but it's probably going to be Necrodancer, which I hate a lot. I do not like that game. I don't like the process of... Ow. Okay, well, I'm going to have to... I do not like the process of having to get good at a roguelite, and I do not like the process of having to get good at a roguelite that has a very heavy rhythm component. Just keep going. Ah. You thought we'd allow you to play games you haven't played before? I mean, I technically haven't played that game before, but instead of a game that I have already done, you chose a game that I don't like. And I'm gonna have to do it, because that's how it works. There's the bard who ignores the rhythm component, but it's awkward to play the other characters. I mean, well, at the same time, you know, the other thing is that I don't have the bard unlocked immediately, so I would have to play it until I was able to unlock them as well, right? I think. I don't know, I only started out that game for like 5 minutes. Let's go. Want us to secretly record and do voiceovers? So, Necrodancer? Yeah, let's do it, the Retupre style, where they, talk over long plays of games sometimes. Which would be worse, Necrodancer or Wizards of Legends? Necrodancer! At least Wizards of Legends, I don't have to have some sort of weird, awkward rhythm component to it. Necrodancer is just Dark Souls, but you have to actually get good. I don't care, I don't want to do it. I don't want to get good. I want to go play Momodora. You only like fast-paced games, or you play slower games too? I mean, I do have a full playthrough of The Witness on the channel, as well as Baba Is You. And I'm playing through Persona 5, which is a turn-based RPG, so I'll play pretty much whatever. It's all good in the parenthood. Hello, it is me. Okay. Oh, that's the hit streak counter, enemies killed. Oh, yes, the gameplay option in the gameplay screen, you can have an option to put on enemies killed without taking damage. And I would recommend doing so. Almost got it. There we go, that'll do it. Am I late? We're getting pretty in there at this point. I don't know. All right, all right, all right. Oh, do I actually want this? You know what? I'm already taking a lot of damage as it is. Oh, wait, no, that was a big mistake. Oh, boy. Apparently that also increases the damage you take from that. So, let's just undo that right now. Also increases the damage you take from Bloodthirst. That's just, you know, yeah. You remove that right now. Whenever the first really strong survival meta... hey, Doc, I've been watching you and your DC videos since whenever the really strong survival meta was. Gave me a lot of great childhood friend. Is neat and much love and good runs. Hey, thanks. Hope that despite how bad this one's going, that it's not too bad nonetheless. Okay. Go there. Go there. And one more. Oh, great. Elites, this is not the time to be dealing with this. Keep. That was at least a good roll. Oh, no, I'm going to need to use the... Oh, yeah. That was going really awkward because I kept running out of ammo, and then the bloodthirst was going to murder me. Yeah, it's just kind of rough. All right, you know what? That's two good flip sides of the same run, and I don't think I'm gonna do anything better than that. Cause oh boy, that's rough. But okay, next time it's probably going to be a use what you see run, and I'll do that as a regular video, maybe a stream if I'm feeling like it, but we'll see. Hope that this one, despite not being successful, you at least got the gist of how harsh Bloodthirst is. Like, man.